our next match, one fall. Introducing first, to my left, at 235 pounds, from the dark side, it's Randy Rose. And now, entering the ring, at 247 pounds, accompanied by his manager, Gary Hart, the Pearl of the Orient, the great Muta!
Okay, I just got to tell you, that day in Music City is going to go down in history as one of the landmark days. What a great day, Bob, huh?
Lance, you're 100% right about that. And this man right here had a great deal to do with that. Still undefeated in the NWA.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, how many men can you think of that have gone through the challenges and the competition that this young man already had? Simply fantastic. Unbelievable in the ring. He has moves that you've never seen before, fans.
Well, we got a guy in there with him right now that's going to be as big a test as he has had in a long time. Randy Rose, big veteran, and he's going against the great Muta.
All right, fans, a bell, and we're ready now with the action. Muta, well, he's a martial arts expert. Gary Hart tells me that he's the master of all phases of the martial arts, and he has a little thing that he does before the match, and he goes right on Randy Rose. Right through the ropes now. Look how quickly he's out of the ring, right down on Rose. He's out of the ring, down on the floor quickly. After him comes Muta, slams him hard to the fence.
He makes it look easy, Bob, but there's no way it's easy with somebody as tough as Randy Rose is. Now, this guy's been to the wars and back, and he is great.
And Rose, who has defeated a number of the top challengers himself, over the ropes, the takedown by Rose. Muta very quickly out. Clothesline now by Rose. Muta down on the mat again. Rose showing some quickness of his own there, Lance.
Yes, sir. He's been there. Of course, you remember him from the original Midnight Express. And Randy having an opportunity right here to do something that nobody else has done, and that's get a victory over the great Muta. Look at Gary Hart over in the corner. He's sitting there indicating with the hand signals that he uses, Bob.
He's passing along exactly what he wants Muta to do when Muta gets back in the ring. Muta now taking those instructions. Fans, this young man right here being hailed as possibly the greatest of all the Japanese wrestlers, and that covers a lot of territory, Lance. You're well aware of that. He's just a tremendous athlete. The unbelievable moves that he can put on the opponent in the ring, fans. All the agility, all the athletic ability in the world, but he's up against a tough one, as you say right here, as they eye each other now circling around the ring.
I think the amazing thing is not only the martial arts he displays, but the magnificent mastery of catch-as-catch-can wrestling that he's picked up with Gary Hart guiding him through that whole line.
Another headlock, whipping out of the ropes. Off he comes with a block, and down goes Rose. Rose with a good arm drag. As Muta came off of the ropes, he had a full head of steam, but right on top of it was Rose. Now Hart still got that look of concern on his face right there, Lance.
Listen, the great Muta, undefeated, is stepping into a different class now. He's going against wrestlers who've been there before. This is no surprise to see a great wrestler. Randy Rose has faced a lot of them, and some of them have grabbed him in the
All
eye.
right, watch right here. He's gone to his mouth. What did he do? Now he's got Rose over in the corner. Came with those right hands. Right in the air with that elbow. Boy, and he dropped that elbow right on target. Back to the corner in the ropes again. Off with that leg, high to the air. He gets such tremendous height on those leaps.
And the amazing thing to me, particularly with his elbow, Bob, is that he not only comes in with the normal vertical, but he is driving forward when he drops it, too.
And that's something I thought he was going to do earlier. You saw him go to his mouth, and then he went to the eyes of Rose. And Muta, we've seen him in times past when he has some kind of a mist, a green mist in his mouth. And I think that's what he was going to get into the eyes of Rose that time. As he's pounding Rose now, who's back in the corner.
He blows that mist, as he did earlier in there, like a big whale blowing it out. And I think it leaves a residue that he uses to stick in their eyes.
He's a unique individual, fans. He lives a lifestyle similar to that of a ninja or to a samurai warrior. Just a tremendous competitor, and I don't think he knows what pain is. Look at that move. That cartwheel across the ring, right on the button with that kick in the Rose, who was all the way across the ring in the corner.
The great Muta indicating to the crowd it's only the beginning for Randy Rose. Takes him out. Front face lock, sends him up and suplexes him over.
And he had a lot of power on that one. Now he covers Rose. 1, 2. Did he count 2 or 3? Only 2, said the referee. He held that hand high in the air. Rose just did kick out in the nick of time. Quickly on his feet. Now he goes to the attack on Ninja. Off of the rope. High.
Looking at the face of Gary Hart, he recognizes this as some kind of competitor that the great Muta is in there with in this match.
Muta may have thought that he had Rose. He didn't hit that leg last time, Lance. Now look at Rose, out of the ring, under the top rope. Muta flat on the mat. In the center of the ring, off comes Rose with that knee.
Rolled out of there. Muta avoided most of it.
Backbreaker as Muta then lifted Rose up. Rose, off of the rope. That's the move, that's the finishing move of Muta. Lance, we've never seen anybody else do that. How fantastic it is, and he always lands it perfect right on the button every time.
Sensational victory as they all are up to this point. And it's going to get harder for the great Muta. And I'll tell you, when he comes off that rope like this and lands right across his opponent, look at the perfect arch in there. Put in there a magnificent move by Muta. We're going to stay tuned because coming up, one of the most exciting teams we have seen in a long, long time, Bob.
The Dynamic Dudes fans when we come back right after this.